Hello and welcome to Sports Talk. I'm Frank Noppenberger, your host, and with me today are three outstanding junior student athletes. We're going to learn about what they're going to do in the summer, the plans they have for the upcoming senior year, and how they did this year. First, we got Ayman Saleh. Ayman, 3.5 GPA, and you're one of the best pole vaulters in the state, correct?
Yep.
Any other sports, or you just concentrate?
No, just pole vault.
Pole vault right now. And then the middle, I'm sure you read about her. It's Kaitlyn Roughan, outstanding soccer player, outstanding basketball player, with a 3.96 GPA.
Yes.
We're going to round that up to a 4 for you, okay?
Thank you.
And one of our star basketball, baseball players, which is a rarity nowadays to have those together, Tyler McNamara. Tyler was just voted all-conference in baseball, had a very good basketball season, and welcome to you. And I guess you're getting looked at some colleges now. Good, good. Okay, Ayman, you have that unique sport where you need that facility.
Yeah.
So tell us how you got started in pole vaulting.
Well, I started in the 9th grade when I went to go scare my mom, and I told her I was gonna pole vault, and she was like, "No, you're not." And I went out for the first day and I tried, and I really liked it, so I kept with it. And it just came to, I just developed in it, and it just became my sport.
Now that was your freshman year. We weren't doing indoor yet, or were we? I'm getting.
Yeah, it was my indoor year. Yeah.
That was your first year.
Yeah.
Was indoor, and that was the first year that they put it in as like an exhibition.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right. And now, where do you go and practice those?
Well, I go to a club. Sometimes I'll go to a club. Whether if the school facilities are not open, I'll go to a club up north, or I'll just practice at the high school.
Right. And why'd you pick pole vaulting? You have good kinesthetic awareness?
Well, I was always like I did gymnastics growing up.
Okay, that was it. I was getting to that.
Yeah. Well, I was a thrower in the 8th grade, and I didn't really like it. I just did it because my brother was doing it. My older brother was doing it. So, and then I was looking for something else, and I saw the pole vault online on YouTube, and I really liked it, and I just wanted to try it out.
Oh, good. All right, Kaitlyn, you play softball and soccer, and basketball. Do you have the same number in both?
Yeah, I do now. I didn't when I was like a junior and a sophomore.
And what number is that?
23.
And the significance of that number?
My sister had that number, so I just kind of kept it because she told me to keep it in the family.
Oh, that's very nice. How about you, Ty? What's your number?
21.
Significance in both?
Yeah.
Both baseball and the catcher and basketball. Significance of that number?
Born on May 21st, so kind of just my number.
Wow. We used to just get numbers, you know, whatever. Okay. Tyler, baseball, basketball. Your favorite is baseball?
Yeah.
And why is that?
'Cause I've been playing it since a young age, and my mom introduced me to it, so it's close to my heart.
And why do you like catching?
'Cause I just get bored any other place.
You get bored?
Yeah.
Good. Kaitlyn, two very competitive sports. You have a favorite?
Soccer, definitely. I like to run.
And
And
why?
it's like, I like playing with the ball at my feet better than my hands.
Really?
Yeah.
But you're a point guard, so you got to be good with that.
Yeah, I don't know, I like kicking it better.
And nothing in the spring?
No, I play travel soccer, and I used to play AAU basketball. Now I just play travel soccer.
Just travel soccer. And tell me, Did you ever play softball? You had to be good at it,
Yeah, I played up until 5th grade.
and then you got bored.
Yeah, it was like a lot of standing around.
Oh, that's good. Okay, you're all being recruited right now. You want to tell us about who wants to go first, the recruiting process, what you're going through right now? Somebody?
Sure.
Go ahead.
Well, I'm talking to a couple universities right now. I'm talking to Rutgers University in Monmouth, and my dream college is definitely go to the University of Mississippi to go and because it's one of the biggest track schools in the country. So I definitely love to go out there. And just right now I'm just in the beginning of the process, just sending out videos and getting attention and everything.
Right, and that's something you can't hide because if you're jumping 15 feet, you're jumping 15 feet. Doesn't matter if it's competition.
Yeah.
It's got to be exciting for Rutgers.
Yeah,
Now they're running
definitely.
the Big Ten and the track's a little bigger out there, right?
Yeah.
Go, come on.
For sure.
Good. University of Mississippi.
Yeah. Well, I have a close friend. He was actually a national champion his sophomore and junior year. So he also helped me pick up the sport kind of.
In the vault.
Yeah.
Oh, good. How about you, young lady? You're being recruited in soccer.
I'm getting like a lot of emails from colleges and stuff. A lot of them are like small. I don't know if I want to play sport in college. If I did, it'd probably be soccer. I'm still like looking.
Right, and what schools are they?
The schools that I'm looking at are the schools
Yeah.
that are like recruiting. I looked at URI and UDEL and FIT. I really liked URI.
And you want to get involved in fashion.
Yeah, I want to do fashion merchandising probably.
Oh, good for you. Ty?
I'm looking at Rutgers and Monmouth.
All right, and you want to play baseball there, obviously,
Yeah.
right? You know what you want to major in?
No idea yet.
Okay, the question I've always been wanting to ask. Ty, short for?
Tyler?
All right, and you're not named after Ty Cobb then?
No.
No, that's okay. All right, tell me about your summer plans. Kate, we'll go for you first. Tell the audience out there what goes on all summer with you.
Basketball every morning for Monday to Friday. We have morning workouts. So there's that from, I think it's an hour and a half in the 8 to 9:30. And then soccer Tuesday and Thursdays and Sundays. We have 2 hours during the day. And we run a lot, both.
Right, and then you're playing travel soccer also.
My travel soccer season already ended, actually.
All right, good. Your summer?
Well, it's right now I'm working on getting off an injury. I had a back injury, and I'm just working on getting my back a little stronger because I want it to last for my senior year. I don't want to come out halfway through the season, take a break because I got a back injury. So I'm laying off the pole vault just a bit in the beginning, just working on getting my back stronger, working on some muscular imbalances. But yeah, right after, I think it was August, I talked with my coach and we're going to get right back into it and start working on technique.
And you do a lot of drills in the meantime, a lot of drilling. Tyler, summer, what's your summer like? Oh, I'm sure with Mott and Kenny, you don't have any time off.
Morning workouts every single day for basketball. And then I have the Linden League for basketball. So that's twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then Summer League 3 days a week for baseball.
Good. And when do you have time for yourself?
Sundays.
Sundays, good. And you help around the house then?
Yeah, that's
good.
exactly.
Good. I'm big on setting goals and being role models and examples. Team goals. Well, we'll go first to the individual. Your individual goal for next year?
Well, I would like to win the state championship. That's one of my. I think I can do it next year, and I would like to defend my county title. And as well, I want to make it to to the New Balance Nationals and put a big mark there. Hopefully, get an All-American status.
Now the state indoor. This height was what, and how far away are you?
Well, this year it was 14.6, 14 and a half feet. This year I jumped 14 feet. I was in the state championship. There was a bunch of seniors, so I was the top junior. So I'm definitely looking forward to win a state championship.
And that's all down at Tom's River, right?
Yeah, it is.
And how about outdoor? Do you have a preference, indoor or outdoor?
I like indoor better, just because the wind is not a factor, and the less factors, obviously, the better.
And most people, jumpers, are they better in the winter, the indoor or the outdoor?
It's more outdoor because the training's a little bit more open. Some people, they don't really have, the facilities to go out and train. So outdoor, definitely the marks are a little bit bigger.
Oh, good. Kaitlyn, any team goals or individual goals?
Yes, I want to bring back the Red Division title for soccer and then be defending GMC champs again and then win a state championship.
We haven't had one of those in a while.
Yeah, I would love to do that, especially my senior year.
Now you have a choice. Ready? You have a choice. You can only have one.
Okay.
You can win the division, the conference, or the section. You can only win one. That's
I was conference, GMC, and state section.
well. You got. Well, no. That next year, you're only allowed to have one championship. Which one would you take?
Maybe states.
States.
States like the
section?
biggest thing.
More than the conference, huh?
Yeah, but we've been like defending the conference
Right.
for a while. And East Brunswick's known for getting it, and
Right.
winning it.
And do you feel the pressure to win this year? Did you feel pressure to win? Or was the pressure to win or pressure not to lose?
I guess it's both.
Yeah, yeah.
East Brunswick's known for winning in soccer.
And you don't want to beat a team. Like my
Look
daughter,
screwed
like the
up.
first team not to win it was my daughter's team. Good. Tyler, you were division champs this year. We were close to conference. Sectionals, we ran into a tough Jackson team.
Yeah.
If you had a choice, division, conference, or sectional?
Sectional, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good. And why is that?
Coming back from last year, when we lost in that semifinals game, it was heartbreaking, and I'd love to win it this year.
Mm-hmm.
Because like GMCs is fun, but sectional's a big deal.
And what about the goals? Individual goals this year for you?
All Red Division, all GMC, and
Team goals?
team goals to win states, to win GMCs.
Right. Any individual goals, Kaitlyn?
Win all state, get all division,
Oh, good.
part of the first team, I guess.
Now the tough question is how do you get started in the sport? Now I know you're going to tell me your mom, and she was a great athlete at East Brunswick, one of our first Big E winners. So, but why did you get? Is it obvious that mom influenced you into those sports?
Well, Taylor didn't. My older sister didn't play softball,
Right.
so I guess she kind of
Made you?
pushed me. Yeah, she didn't make me. I chose to.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
And Kaitlyn?
I played a lot of sports when I was younger. Like I really liked soccer and basketball. My sister played basketball and soccer too.
Right. And then just more action, is that what it was? You
Yeah.
get bored easy, is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
I didn't really know what I was getting myself into, especially when I first picked up the pole. I saw it, and the train. I went up to a club, a facility to go do it, a couple of sessions to go try it out, and it was very exciting, and I just kept on just building onto it, and I just came to it today. So.
How do you guys balance the academics? You're all high threes or bordering on 4. How do you balance both of that? Kaitlyn, we'll go to you first.
When I was younger, my mom always had me come home and do my homework immediately. So then after I finished my homework, I could do whatever I wanted. So I've just kind of kept with that. So like after school, I'd go to soccer or basketball practice, come home, do my homework, and then whatever else I had to do.
Do you feel, is the pressure the same to succeed in the classroom as it is on the court or the field? Do you feel pressure?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it kind of helps to motivate me, I think.
If you had a choice of getting A in an honors class or making all conference as an athlete, what would you take? You don't have to answer it if you don't want. You won't answer. Okay. How do you balance it, Tyler? You got 2 demanding sports, a lot of hours.
Late nights.
Late nights?
Yeah. Stay up late doing homework. You have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Pretty much the same thing. Every day after practice, my dad always told me, I got to finish the homework, got to study and everything. So it's just putting in the hours. So.
You've all got like 6 different coaches. Each have 2 different coaches, right? Yeah. No repeats. What have you learned from your coaches? What values have you learned from your coach? Tyler?
Sportsmanship and hard work. You're not going to get anywhere without working hard. So, yeah, talent doesn't take you everywhere.
Discipline, respect, and commitment.
Yeah. Who
Definitely.
taught you that one?
I think Coach Lane and Coach Brady.
Right.
They both make you like very dedicated to the game, and you need to work harder to get better and improve.
My first coach, Coach McAvoy, always told me, you always gotta train no matter how good you are. Get over yourself. You always gotta train no matter who you are. you just got to keep on focus and never back off. Just keep on training hard and pushing through.
Right, Coach Mack. What motivates you more, and I asked Kaitlyn that, and I'll go back to her last. Is it the fear of failure or the joy of winning?
Probably the
Bases loaded. Guy from Old Bridge is on the mound. And are you worrying about striking out? Or is it the fear of failure?
No, it's the joy of winning.
Right.
Well, considering baseball is such a negative game, you kind of have to think positive.
All right.
But that's just how I'm wired.
Caitlin, you never really answered that question. Fear of failure or the joy of winning?
Joy of winning, definitely. Because when we won GMCs, it was like one of the greatest moments.
Yeah, I love that. Not getting over the bar or getting over the bar?
Definitely getting over the bar. I tried, being afraid of failure. That was definitely my sophomore year, but junior year, I was just focused on just having fun and worrying about winning, and I had better results with that. So
now a 12-year-old walks up to you and says, "Boy, I want to play a sport. What should I do? Should I specialize in one or should I play a bunch?" What are you going to tell them, Kaitlyn?
I think if they try a bunch and then they really like just one, they could specialize in that and be like the next Heather O'Reilly with whatever that sport is.
And when would they concentrate on
Figure
one?
that out. I guess whenever they realize that they really love it. It's like, unless if they love like 2 or 3, they should just continue with 2 and 3.
I think you should play 2.
Tell the audience how basketball helps your baseball.
Because baseball is not a very physical game, so basketball kind of helps keep me in shape, and it's fun to play at the same time.
And I think with all the agility in basketball, and I know jumping and just the lateral movement, and in soccer and basketball, I see they're related. Lateral movement, going backwards, different, yeah. Now pole vault. Kid walks up to you and says, "I want to be just like you. I want to be a pole vaulter. I want to be state champion." What are you going to tell him?
Definitely go for it. You got to try. You always got to try and see where you go. You never. I tell that 12-year-old. Same thing what Coach Mack always told me. You always got to train. You always got to push through and try your best at training. You just got to train all the time.
Now, when you were a gymnast, you like the bars? You like flying around up there?
Yeah. I love the bars.
The high bar.
The high bar. Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah.
Spinning around.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Those are my favorites.
Either you guys ever do gymnastics?
Yeah, I hated it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hated the bars. When I was younger, the instructor told me they wouldn't drop me, so then I tested them and they did drop me.
Oh, no,
So I didn't like it.
You tested them.
Yeah, or I just fell.
As you know, you've been around me long enough, you've heard me. Role models. I'm going to ask you, do you have a role model? Who is it and why? I always say this, Derek Jeter thinks you should have many role models and you take a little of each person, because the only people that are perfect are your parents and Mr. Noppenberger, as we know. So who wants to lead off? Do you have a role model? Who is it and why? Or do you have 2 role models?
My older brother is definitely my role model.
Yeah.
He's always supporting me. He's always came out to my track meets and watched. And even though he doesn't know really a lot about my sport, he always tries to learn and helps me out. Like if I don't have a coach that day and I'm going out for training, he'll help me out and give me some cues, and that's really supportive. And I really look to be like him, because he always works hard and he shows great results.
Kaitlyn, besides mom.
My sister. I'd say I have like a couple different ones.
Who else?
My mom. And then, not as many as I thought. I don't know.
That's okay.
Coaches. My dad, definitely, because he was a good coach. Coach Brady, Coach Lane.
Nice.
They've taught me a lot, and then I like to look at what they do and how they handle a situation and take the positives out of that and do it myself.
Now you're somewhat of a leader. How are you going to take what you learned from those coaches and tell the younger kids? Because next year, I know you don't believe this, but they're going to say, "Oh wow, this is Kaitlyn. She just started on basketball and soccer. Wow." How are you going to be a leader? What kind of leader are you going to be?
Definitely to be communicate a lot be loud and be positive, and like don't let the girls get down on themselves.
But is that you though, being loud, and is that you?
You could try to be loud.
All right.
I yell sometimes.
Sometimes?
Yeah.
Good. Tyler, role model,
Besides mom,
besides mom?
probably kids I've played with, like Amir and Tom Kraft. They all just worked hard. They worked their butts off to get to where
Right.
they were. So they
Yeah.
just showed me.
See, I think you've got to have some talent too, right?
Yeah.
You guys believe you can't just,
Yeah.
you can work, I could work as hard as I want in swimming and I'll never be able to swim worth a lick or play basketball worth a lick. I don't care how hard I work. But you got to have some talent,
Yeah.
right? And you got to get that right combination. So that was nice. To
Well,
a
it's
young
true,
man,
yeah.
good, good. What do you see yourself doing in 10 years? We're going to go with Kaitlyn first. I know, and it can't be fashion. Or is it going to be fashion?
I mean, if that's what I'm going for in college, I'd hope I'm doing that in
So
10
you-
years.
Then you're going to be what, like writing, designing?
Not designing, because I'm really bad at sewing, but I don't know, maybe working at a magazine, like working for like a company, being like a buyer and a seller.
All right, good.
I have no idea.
No idea.
No
And that's
idea.
okay. That's okay. You don't want to be going into a school thinking you want to do this, this, or this,
Yeah.
because, you know, you don't know what interests you. Besides
Oh.
baseball.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like medical stuff, that interests me. It has to be
baseball,
something
there's so
highly
much you
demanding.
can do with baseball. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not just, you're in just baseball. There's so many related fields.
Yeah.
Like Johnny Alba, like he's announcing now
Yeah,
or
exactly.
doing work with Major League Baseball. In 10 years,
I'll be like
Olympic gold medalist, I understand that.
well, I mean, if it gets to that, that'd be awesome. But I definitely like to coach. I found that like whenever I'm helping out some of the new guys, you know, they always come up to me and say, "Oh, you know, you're a great coach." So I definitely do want to coach. I want to keep that going in my life.
And give him back.
Yeah, yeah.
Would you like to coach, Kayla?
Maybe, I don't know. I'm working at the girls basketball camp next week. I think I might be coaching that.
I may come
See
down
how
there
it
and
is.
assess your talents. Would that be all right,
Yeah, guess I'll see how it is.
Tyler?
Yeah, probably.
I have a feeling, Tyler, you'd love to work with little kids. for
Not
some
little
reason.
kids.
No?
A little older.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, little kids are great. You know, they absorb. They're like sponges. Whatever you tell them, they're gonna just go through it and just love it. Fondest memory of high school, because we're starting to wind down here. So up to this point, your fondest memory. 10 years from now, you guys are gonna be sitting somewhere. 20 years, and they'll say, "How was high school?" And you're gonna say, "Wow, you know what I remember most about high school? It could be academics. It could be the prom. It could be." Kaitlyn, we're going to pick on you.
It's hard, but I'll probably say GMC champions both time. I really like jumping up and like yelling at the end of it.
I always thought you were a quiet young lady. Now I'm hearing you're yelling at people all the time. Good. If you could win it in soccer or basketball, what would you take, the GMCs?
I really
You can
want
only
to
have one. You can only have one.
Well, I want to get to the rack in basketball. Probably want to win
You're
soccer
close.
GMCs.
Right.
Yeah.
But you're good at not committing. Okay, Tyler?
I probably have two. One was sweeping Old Bridge for the Red Division because
Right.
they were top 10 in the
Did
state.
you have a monster game that day?
No, I did
No,
horrible
neither
that day.
day. Okay.
Yeah, I was slumping that.
Well,
day.
you're the catcher though, but you got other responsibilities.
Yeah, I wasn't hitting well that
Do
game.
you call every? No, he calls
No, he
them
calls
to
every
you.
pitch. Yeah.
Do you ever?
Shake him off?
Yeah.
No. He's
No.
one of the most intimidating men I've ever met in my life.
Really?
Yeah.
But you see, here's my thought on that. Let the coach make that decision.
Yeah.
All right. That's what he's getting paid for.
Yeah.
And you know he knows what's doing. Let him make the call, and
Yeah.
you just relay it.
Definitely when I won the conference indoors,
Right.
it was a big upset. I don't think I was like number 4 seed, so not even the top 3. So when I pulled a big PR, and that's definitely my favorite moment.
Now, speaking of poles, I know we weren't talking about poles or bats, but those poles, that's the strength of that is determined on your weight and how strong you are.
Yeah, there's like every pole has its own weight rating. So my pole, I use a 14-foot 160. So it's a little bit over my weight because it's stiffer because I run a little faster. And it all depends on, you know, your technique, how good's your plant, whether you're running fast enough, and all these factors. That's all that matters.
And it's all technique?
Yeah, yeah.
All technique. You ever hear Bob Toomey? Bill Toomey? No? Got to look that one up.
Yeah.
Okay, we're winding down. Now it's time for you to thank someone, or to, just anyone you'd like to just recognize and thank for being an influence upon you. So 10,000, 30,000 people that are watching this will be able to understand where you come from. Tyler, we'll go first.
Family. My family influenced me the entire time. My teammates, they're family to me. I couldn't do it without them. And my coaches.
Good.
I would also like to thank my family.
Oh boy, come on. Okay.
Especially my dad, because he was my coach for a while, and he's helped me learn discipline and commitment, respect. And then also my coaches and my teammates, because my coaches have taught me a lot, and I've learned from my teammates. And definitely I like helping them, and they help me.
Wow, you guys are very mature. A lot of pressure on you, big guy.
Definitely mom and dad for all the support. And Coach Mack, I don't think I'd be here today without him.
Mm. Now, when you go to these private clubs, they have their own coach there?
Yeah. There's actually one of my coaches passed away, sadly, in the beginning of the spring season. That was tough, Coach Al. So I definitely you know, thank him, and Coach Victor up there. So.
Well, I'm sure they'd like to hear that.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you guys for taking time out of your busy schedule. I know it's exam time, and I know you're all getting A's in exams. And I know you got practices and games coming up, summer leagues, but I appreciate you coming out. I appreciate you guys being role models for the young kids. I know you don't see that yet, but during your senior year, you'll realize that. And I wish you the best of luck, and I'm sure I'll be seeing you in the fall. But unless you have some questions for each other, for me, the season? No?
What's your fondest memory of East Brunswick?
My fondest?
Yeah.
I can't have one. It's just the old.
You only have to pick one.
I can't. I can't.
Anything else?
Probably the men's phys ed office. Guys that taught your mom way back then, meeting them and being influenced by them. But it's East Brunswick, you guys are very fortunate. Your parents stayed here. That's why I stayed in East Brunswick with my kids. It's just a great place to grow up. I think educationally it's good. I think the athletics are pretty good too. But that wasn't nice, Tyler. I can't pick out one, but I appreciate it anyway. So again, thank you guys. Good luck. Have a great summer, and we'll be seeing you in the fall. Well, that's it for today's sports talk, and go Bears.